So if you own land or are looking for land in an infill area, the goal is to find property that is in an area that's very amenity dense but not close to other chargers. If your property meets these criteria, an EV charger developer may pay you a premium for your property. Consider this. According to the Federal Highway Administration, $5 billion is being invested in the next 5 years to build electric vehicle chargers. This means EV developers are in the market for land. Want to know whether your property is a potential EV goldmine? Let's get into it. Pull up LandGate, click Power Realty, and then search for your property's APN. You can add your property to your portfolio and give it a name. All right, so here's the important part. Go to Data Layers and click EV Charging. You'll see a legend that gives you a ton of great information on potential exclusions that could prevent development on your property. So for example, they show 100-year flood zones, as well as wetlands. And you can see here from this map that we are just off of a river, which has been marked as a wetland. And you'll also see that the properties right off the river are in a flood zone. But not only that, if you click infrastructure, you can see a lot of important information about infrastructure related to EV charging. Most importantly, they show you where existing chargers are located, which are the white or blue circles. They also show you the location of freeway exits in purple, and this is very important because EV charger developers love to put chargers right off of a freeway exit. So ideally, you're looking for a parcel of land that's off of a freeway exit and is not close to other chargers. For example, this exit may not be the best location to look because you'll see there are a number of chargers here, but maybe this area would work. However, EV chargers aren't just off of freeway exits. Developers also like to put them in locations that are surrounded by a lot of amenities. So you can use LandGate to find spots where there are a lot of commercial or other amenities. So if you own land or are looking for land in an infill area, the goal is to find property that is in an area that's very amenity dense but not close to other chargers. If your property meets these criteria, an EV charger developer may pay you a premium for your property. One other note, the additional infrastructure you can see here under this layer include existing transmission lines and substations. So even if your property won't work as an EV charging station, it may be ideal for a solar panel lease if it's close to these amenities. Now, I also want to show you something else that's pretty cool. I pulled up a portfolio of properties, so you can now see there are multiple properties on the map. If you scroll down to parcels and click Property Report, then click EV Charging, you can actually get an EV site score, which estimates how good your property would be for EV charger development. And this score is based off of things like a proximity to an exit ramp, substation, or transmission line. You can also find more detailed information about electrical infrastructure, such as where the nearest substation is, who owns the nearby transmission line, what the nearest solar farm is, and whether there are state and local incentives. But that's not all. If you click Asset, you can actually pull up a table which shows you the approximate land sales valuation for all of the properties in your portfolio. And you can see that on the map, it color codes each parcel to tell you how much the valuation is for those properties. And you can get this information not just for the overall land value, but for the solar lease rate, wind lease rate, and carbon credit rate. The key takeaway here is that LandGate gives you a great tool to determine who is most likely to want to buy your property and what it is most useful for. This allows you to target potential purchasers who are more likely to pay you a premium for your property. So there you have it. You can find a link to LandGate in the description below.